Morning. The Atlanta shooting sparking a conversation about how inclusive our community really is and the harmful effects of Asian American stereotypes. News 5's Renee Skinner joining us with more on what experts are saying. And Renee, this is just a tough conversation that has to be had.
Absolutely. Good morning, Bree. Well, to start the conversation, I did speak with a couple of Asian American business owners here in Southern Colorado, and they tell me, they've experienced Southern Colorado embracing them and their cultures as well as their families. But they say there is still work to be done as far as everyone becoming allies to stop the hate.
Asian Americans across the country say hate is behind the recent shootings in Atlanta.
He drove around and went to Asian American establishments, and maybe it's the ones that he frequented, but why did he frequent Asian American establishments where Asian American women work?
Many historians are pointing to the harmful stereotypes that still exist.
There's a perpetual foreigner stereotype, this outsider racialization, that we're getting treated as foreigners who don't belong.
Especially towards Asian American women.
Chinese migrant women were stereotyped as prostitutes in the second half of the 19th century.
Then the pandemic only made the hate worse.
We're getting blamed for a lot of the COVID-19.
These are people who barely can defend themselves. And that itself is heartbreaking, and I can feel something as I talk about it now.
Local licensed professional counselor candidate Marie Beltran says experiencing hate every day can weigh on you mentally.
And this is definitely the time to create memories with the people that we love, because times are so uncertain.
She says one way to cope is by sharing your experiences with someone you trust. And for those of us who aren't Asian American, speak up against hate when you see it expressed towards others.
Now, experts say it is so important when you do experience racial trauma to not internalize that experience or treat yourself the way that you were treated. And the way to do that is to take the advice of local counselor Marie Beltran. And if you have a tough time doing it like I do, that's when you go and get in front of a counselor to see if they can help you sort out your issues and cope with what you've been experiencing. We're going to talk more about this coming up next. But for now, always watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Renee Skinner, News 5.
All right.